much for this opportunity, and I would love to introduce myself as Peter Mulenga from Zambia. This is a country within Southern African region on the African continent. So my challenge was the kidney problem in my own country before realizing it was a kidney problem. And when I was told about the story that you have a kidney challenge, I was really frightened. I didn't know what to do. At that point, I was thinking my life has come to an end now, because there was no hope for me. What to do now? I'm in this situation, Then I was informed about Lyfboat, run by Dr. Surbhi Suden, that is based in India. Now, when I was told about India, I had my fears. I didn't know how to go about everything in India, because that was going to be my first time to travel to India. I've traveled to other places, but not India. So how to get myself to India became a big thought in this whole process. So, but when I contacted Lyfboat, life was a bit, I felt a bit comfortable in the beginning, because I was talking to Lyfboat for the very first time. Along the way, as we were going in this journey, I started feeling more comfortable, because also I was introduced to other Zambians who have been to India, who have been through this. And that is how I was easing my fears about this. Going to the country for the very first time that you don't know, you are in this situation where you are not feeling okay, you are sick, and you are wondering, now how will I make it in the country that I don't even have no idea? You think of the language problem, you are not even sure whether what you're going for is going to work or it's not going to work. So, but through discussions and constant discussions throughout this journey, I became more comfortable, and I had to just trust Lyfboat along the way, and that is how I just put everything in Lyfboat's hands, and that's how the journey started. And they started helping me how to get to India, to the visas, the passports, and everything. So all the logistics, they got me in touch with the hospitals. They showed me a number of hospitals, and they recommended the hospitals. They said, look, this is the hospital. Not only did they recommend the hospital, but they also looked at which hospital was going to meet my needs exactly the way I needed in my situation. I was treated in Max Hospital. That was in February 2021. I underwent my surgery. It's almost 4 years since I did this. Since I did this operation, I would safely say now I have navigated all the life-threatening challenges, because even after the treatment, the next issue or the next challenge was, how do I sustain? Because now I have to go back to Zambia, where now I have to leave care behind, So through Lyfboat, post-care has been marvelous and fantastic, because they've been there with me throughout this journey. I needed most care, with a kidney patient, you need a lot of care. So through them, this care was coming through. Even though it was remote care, it felt like I was still being treated in India, because each time I'm in doubt, I have to call on them. When I'm not sure what to do, I have to ask, and they're always there to make sure that they give guidance. Wow, their services are very fantastic. From bedridden to where now I'm in a position to even travel to India on my own. You know, I could not travel initially. So they have helped me to navigate these challenges. Their services is second to none, I must say. You know, when, for instance, whatever, for instance, challenges I'm having, pain here, you're still scared, you don't know what to do, but at simply a phone call or a text message, a WhatsApp message, you know, Dr. Surbhi is always there to check your message and respond promptly. You know, you ask, she will be, if you do the tests, like for instance, I do the tests in my own country, she will say, okay, send the tests immediately. I'll send the tests and immediately she will respond and give guidance and managing my link between the hospital. And when you see managing the medical condition remotely is something that is very, very difficult and very challenging. But in the case of Lyfboat, you know, the entire team has always been there to make sure that, be it the case of medication, they will run around and make sure that the medication comes on time, you know. So I wouldn't be more grateful to the team that has made it very possible, led by Dr. Surbhi Suden. And more specifically, let me also highlight special thanks to Dr. Surbhi, because despite a busy schedule, you know, she is always there to make sure that our patients, like in my case, I wouldn't talk about other patients, but my own testimony, my own encounter with her is, she's the kind of person who has a heart for the patients, who would want to see you recover and fully recover, you know, and whatever challenges you are having, she will be there to make sure that she resolves your challenges. So she puts the patients first before herself, which is a rare, what can I say? That is a rare character you're going to find in somebody, you know. She is a person who cares more for the patients than herself.